Damn, son, where'd you find this?
People don't be offended by the truth. They be offended because you called out the truth. Simple as that. They don't want to hear any other narrative that makes them look bad.
One thing I can't stand at this big grown age is somebody who acts like cause and effect does not exist. Like, yes, your actions caused this outcome. Yes, what you did lit the match. Like, why are you surprised and playing victim?
Guys, Chico, they never lie.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late. They cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
If I'm a one-hit wonder, at least I got one, huh? At least I got something, really ain't me. The beat bumping, one song could change lives. Let's see something, one joke could save lives. We gon' keep coming, keep functioning, something out of nothing. Ball-wise, I'm top 300, get your favorite artist. I'll chop it up with mutton if they haters. Your ghost can be bludgeon, if they for real. We getting money, so try BS minus Negroes, cutting everything authentic. Stupid shit I did it, punishing myself like my mom prison. No questions, no tea, not lifting. One time for tea, being broke wasn't living. One hit wonder. At least I got.
Yo. What up? What's the word? Peoples. Peace and blessings. Glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. At Chef. That's courtesy of Rob. That's my man gave me the green light to run the intro, you know what I'm saying? So salute to him, you know. Poets, writers, producers, musicians, anybody with a skill set. Then you got soul and passion and desire for all that you do. Salutes to you. You hear me? Keep doing what you're doing. One thing that I don't ever want to lose is my creativity. I want to always be able to express myself. I don't care about censorship. I don't care about politics. I don't care if it's 1 or 1,000,000 people in the building for it. As long as I get to get my stuff off, I'm going to do so. And I hope you continue to do so. You might not be where you want to be at, but you're not where you used to be at. You hear me? You see the title, right? Yeah. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this particular situation because, you know, the comment section, they always have their various opinions about cases like this. I got a clip I'm gonna play, and then we're going to chop it up a little bit about this. I'm gonna give my personal opinion. You might feel a different way, but at the end, this is an open forum. You're more than free to express yourself however you want. These type of discussions need to be had. The world that we are living in right now is so cutthroat that you have to be consistently with your head on the swivel. You have to be humble. You have to be grateful that God is even keeping his eyes and his ears on you. And in this particular case, this woman is getting scrutinized, but she also has a lot of folks that are on her side, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring this clip up. I'm gonna let him rock out, and we're gonna take it from there.
We got to talk about Lakylia Taylor. If y'all don't know about who Lakylia Taylor is, she is a young lady who pow 4 people and unalived 2 people. You know what I'm saying? She just made bond after the judge dropped her $2.5 million bond to $250,000. So she just made bond after her bond was dropped from 2.5 million. She just posted her bond. And let's just say a lot of people are not happy that she's getting free. Me, I don't have a problem with what she did. Basically, 4 guys came to a Foot Locker to jump her brother. She seen her brother getting jumped, and she started up in the Glock, y'all. She started up in the Glock like John Wick, bro. She hit 4 people and unalived 2. Moral of the story is, I can't feel bad for them dudes. Because if you jump in my family member, I ain't going to have no type of sympathy for you. She did the right thing, but they trying to lock her up because she going to continue fighting this. I would say it was self-defense, but they did not come, the attackers did not attack her, they attacked her brother. That's the only reason why she's, being charged and had to go back and forth to court. But she had been in jail for a long time, like a couple months before they dropped her bond. Tell me, TikTok, if you see your blood, your family member, getting jumped by 4 dudes, what would you do? Is you gonna try to help your family member, or you just gonna sit and watch your family member get beat up? That young lady said, "We not taking no BS for nothing." She upped the whole 20 in the glizzy, man, the whole 20 shots. And you know what I'm saying? She hit 4, unalived 2. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I feel like on this earth, nobody can judge us, even a jury or a judge can't judge us. We still gotta die and go to the afterlife, and God gotta judge us. So only God can judge us.
All right. Most of you already knew this, but I wanted to refresh everybody's memory on that particular situation. So we have a dilemma here. How far is too far? What's acceptable? What's doing too much? Was she in the wrong? Was she justified? If you were in this position, would you have done the same thing? Unless you are in that situation, it's hard for me to believe that you would stand by as 4 people are brutally attacking your family member, anybody. It's bad enough the black on black stuff. I'm over there. I've been beyond that. The fact that it took 4 people to jump on one person, That's sickening. There's no honor in it. It's pathetic. It further perpetuates this idea that we are ignorant. We don't know how to maneuver intellectually. Our only correspondence to combating negativity is with more of it. I'm just done with it. So seeing it is like, damn, here we go again. And what was it over? What was it over? Something that none of you should have been involved in. Did he steal from you? Did he sleep with your woman? Are you fighting over a block that don't belong to none of you? Is this about drugs? Is this about family? Is this like what could have possibly warranted 4 people to assault one? And why do black people feel so comfortable with destroying each other? Like, y'all just take your shoes off, grab a drink, and first thing you do is you want to go terrorize a community of your own complexion. It's sad, man. How do you tell somebody to pick up a cell phone, dial 911 while your folks is getting stomped out and punched on? That assault could have very well killed that man. They could have easily killed him. All you need is the right punch to the head. All you need is to be hit in the right area. You could be paralyzed, anything. I'm supposed to just watch you beat up on him because you know nobody else is going to help. Nobody. Everybody's either going to take their phone out or they're just going to keep walking. Like nothing is happening. We don't see nothing. We don't know nothing. Same black folks that be in the comment section and be on social media angry at MAGA, angry at the EBT situation, the same black people that be trying to crucify other people for bad advice and bad relationships. Y'all the same ones that be ignoring this. Like when it's time for you to actually make your voice heard and be a part of something that actually matters, you don't show up until it's time for TikTok reels and YouTube shorts. So what was she supposed to do? I already know how she feels. You got this scenario going on. There's pedestrians. Oh, there's people that walk by. There's people who's driving. All that. I know nobody's going to intervene. Nobody wants to be a part of that. You know why? Because if they get involved, they're worried that them people that are assaulting him, they're going to come after them. Nobody wants to be in that. Nobody wants to step up for that type of issue. There's no unity. Y'all be screaming like that shit is real, but come on. If she had backup, if she knew that there were people that were willing to support her and what was happening in front of her, I highly doubt that there would have been a need for a weapon to be pulled out. My question to the people is, what would you have done any differently if you were in that scenario? How would you have handled that? What if she did nothing and then she had to watch him get lowered into the ground because of what they did to her brother? The whole act was pointless. Let's just go there. There was no need for it to even get to that place. You're fighting over dumb shit. You're involved in activities that got y'all all involved in this. Two of you are dead now because you were in a place you had no business. You should have never even been there. Never. You should have kept your black ass at home. You mean to tell me that 4 individuals went out of their way to go locate this person? Y'all went looking for trouble. You went with the intentions on creating and causing bodily harm on another human being. And I'm pretty sure that you can't possibly value your life that much if you were willing to risk it all over something that could have easily been handled differently. This was definitely low vibrational, horribly depicted versions of what black people are supposed to look like. This is hella low functional. Y'all could have been anywhere. And like, rest in peace, my condolences to the family and everyone that ultimately is suffering from this, because in all honesty, you shouldn't be burying your loved ones, but you failed your loved ones and they failed you. Your brothers and your sisters and your uncles and cousins, they shouldn't be in the street. They shouldn't be in gangs. They shouldn't be fighting over territories. They shouldn't be acting all ignorant, full of hate. They shouldn't be doing this. You failed them. You didn't teach them properly. You led them astray. Now, all of it ain't on you, and this ain't no shade to you. I want you to understand. This is not no shot at none of the people who have lost somebody in this, because this is sad. It's terrible. I'm tired of black people getting buried. I'm tired of seeing this consistency of back and forth with us. But you're gonna have to take some of the blame for this. They should have never been there. In a different timeline, they would have been in school, working in college, fighting against the government, rallying kings. Those two men should be leading men. They should be guiding men. They should not be on the slab, period. They should not be pursuing gangster lifestyles. They should not be warring with their own. They are where they are because Satan successfully made his way into those homes and led them down a path of destruction. Satan only has one mission: to remain anonymous, to maneuver covertly, influence, conquer, divide, and destroy everything that he touches. So as long as you don't really believe that he exists and that he has an impact on you or anybody associated to you, he will always be able to thrive. And that's the problem, bro. That's the problem. Living this life, we think it's all flesh and blood, and that is just 2 + 2, that there aren't no outside forces. We can't be told nothing. There are no rules. There are no laws. Everything has to be organized based on worldly ideologies, principles. Y'all care about status. You're angry. You're upset that you ended up in a lifestyle that you didn't want. You're mad because your mom lied to you, your dad lied to you, or somebody poisoned you as a kid and turned you into a monster, and you don't know how to reverse and stop it. You're angry at the world for your lack of strength and knowledge. When you don't have that information and that clarity and that wisdom, it makes you do reckless things. When you are prideful, when you are stuck up, when you are full of yourself, you are reckless out the mouth. You are reckless with your pen, with your finances, with your relationships. You take information that is given to you from somebody that don't even have what is required to edify you, and you assume that what they're giving you is for your betterment. Truth be told, Satan has already destroyed them, and they're using them to get to you. And so the cycle goes on and on and on and on. You pass it on to somebody and they pass it on to somebody. This woman defended her brother. She didn't have nobody else. Now, if she had other people supporting her, if she really felt like in the Black community there was some type of camaraderie, the outcome could have been different. Definitely could have been different. But of course, we don't even believe that. If we being like honest, I don't expect most humans to impede or step in when there are crimes happening. I only see that shit on TV. I rarely will see any of this live. It's rare. Everybody wants to mind their business. You telling this woman, all right, I have to stand here, wait for the police to come. By the time the police get here, the damage will be done, and it's probably going to be too late. I wish nobody would have lost their life. I wish everybody could have walked away from that. That's not what we got. What we got is you put me in a precarious situation where I have to make a choice. It's either going to be them or us. Well, that's a no-brainer. This is my blood. Think about how dumb this stuff is. This happens all day, every day. Anger, rage, hot tempers, pride, arrogance, impatience. You don't like something, you don't like what you hear. You don't even know if what you hear is bad for you or good for you. Either way, your responses to what life is putting right there in front of you often tends to cause you to step outside of conscientiousness and do something that results in either you being harmed physically, economically, mentally, or spiritually, or you do the opposite of what you're being told. You turn the other cheek, and then what happens is all the wrong that was done, all the negativity that is present there gets handled properly. God will handle it. Time will handle it. We get in our own way. Her brother was doing something or involved. Like, you're not going to tell me that he wasn't. Because what was the reason for the reaction from the four? Something had to happen between them. Maybe it was an exchange between him and one of them, two of them, or all of them. Something happened. Now, if you're trying to tell me that he was just chosen, that's even worse. Either way, nothing here was good for anybody. All of it was stupid. Y'all could have lived another day, and a lot of our brothers and sisters are gone because it was too important for them to talk back to a person. You had to get the last word. You had to prove to your neighborhood that you were the tough guy, or you belonged with them. You had to prove that you was bigger and badder than everybody. You had to prove that your life was a reflection of your morals and principles. You had to prove that you stood on business. In all actuality, Satan is telling you all of this stuff, and he has you thinking that the way that you are perceiving this walk is in the ways of righteousness. It's in the ways of correcting people. He's telling you that you are the sheriff, you are the authority figure, you have all autonomy over what is right and wrong, and you control this jurisdiction. He lied to you. He played you. He continues to play us. And he got these men involved in something that got them all shot and ultimately killed 2 of them. I highly doubt that woman wanted to ever be in that space. Highly doubt it. Nobody asked for that. No single level-headed thinking civilian is out here asking for trouble or drama or wanting to get into, and we want to live our life, go and come home. That's why I don't claim niggas. Y'all are the ones that make the rest of us look bad. You're the ones who are responsible for all the hurt and all the pain and all the don't trust nobody. Like I have to constantly be this. I have to constantly be here and here, and you're responsible for that. Y'all out here doing the most. And all I can think about is these 2 guys who are no longer here. Did they go to heaven or did they go to hell? Like, where is their spirit resting at right now? Really, like legitimately, I think about shit like that. Did they repent? Did they have a relationship with God? Did they believe in God? Are they reflecting on what their life was like when they were here on this planet? Are they in torment? Were they forgiven? Are they in heaven now? Or do they wish that they could have done something different with their life? She did what she did with no remorse. If she had to spend the rest of her life in prison, and if she has to, she most likely won't feel bad about it, because guess what? If this was a white person in this situation, and I bet they wouldn't have did no time. I bet they would have gotten out the first day. They wouldn't be sitting in there very long. She did what most people would do. Why wouldn't you? That's crazy to me. And then y'all get online, you argue with your own people, you entice them, you incite more fights and arguments. Then y'all have this dick measuring contest. It's counterproductive. It does nothing but muddy the timeline. It's ugly. It stinks. I hate it. It's like your vocabulary is limited. These digital arguments, they get rotation. Different cultures see the arguments and see the ignorance. They put it up here. Before you know it, you beefing with people for what? Most of the stuff that y'all get into it over be some of the most ridiculous stuff. You could easily ignore it and be the bigger person and step off and go on with the rest of your life, but y'all don't want to do that. We know how to do everything but uplift. We know how to do everything but say, salute King. Hey, go check out this brother. Hey, I'm gonna share this. Oh, go support that black person's business. Oh, let me show you how to get out of poverty. Let me teach you how I got this car. Let me show you how I got out of this badass neighborhood. Let me show you how to break generational curses. Let me give words of encouragement to you if you've been depressed. We don't have enough of that. But we sure as hell know how to be depressed and angry. We sure as hell know how to sell bricks and cut up and cook on the pot. We sure know how to sell that stuff, that booger sugar. Mm-hmm. Can't do nothing. Can't have nothing. The minute you get anything good, somebody want to take it from you. Become successful, somebody want to take it from you. You want out of this life, somebody want to take it from you. They don't want you to accomplish something that they don't accomplish. What she did, I ain't mad at her. I'm not. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. That would have been impossible. Before I go back and forth with anybody, I will leave all social media. Not leave, but I would just associate myself with any of that. I don't want that type of energy around me. Y'all can keep that wherever you are. All it does is breed more anger and more rage, more violence. I'm good. That's expensive. It's expensive and pricey. Takes a huge toll on the body, on the mind. I'm good. I could be enjoying my loved ones. I could be being productive, making money, connecting with other dope souls, building bridges, doing charity work, creating spaces where people see God is here and he's real. I don't want nothing to do with what these gentlemen were on. And the sad part about this is it's not the first and it's not the last. You're going to see it again. And I hate that I even have to say that with such confidence, but you're going to see it again. 100%. Up the street, around the corner, 2 blocks away. It's going to be on the news. It's going to be Instagram. It's going to be on Twitter. This is never going away. The culture is trash. It's garbage. That woman did what she had to do. And I don't know why anybody would feel like she should still be in jail. What do you mean it wasn't self-defense? She can't physically fight these dudes. Nobody else going to help him. So what do you expect? It's weird. Shit is absolutely weird, and I wish it didn't even come to what it did. Really, we shouldn't be even having this conversation. She shouldn't even have been put in that. Y'all made her choose. You made her decide. That wasn't on her itinerary. Something got to change. Something got to change. Or we're just going to continuously have these type of discussions. We know what the solution is. You know what has to be done. But you go out your way to try to protect folks like this. Them two men that are no longer here and the other two that got hit as well. You think them two going to stop doing what they doing? The ones that survive? Matter of fact, let's rewind that for a second. So two of them survive. Two of them are no longer here. The woman gets out of jail on a $250,000 bond. The brother is still here. Do you think that this is going to be over with? That the four who subsequently were hit because of this, you think they're just going to walk away from that and leave it alone? I don't think anybody here is that naive. You can't be. It doesn't work that way. Not when Satan has control. Because what Satan has control, when he has control, you look at what happened here as, oh, she's in the wrong for doing what she did to me. So I have to get back at her and him because of what they did, even though I'm the one that is actually in the wrong for being where I was in the first place. They're not looking at that. They see it as if you wronged me. I need get back and I'm going to get it. That's how the cycle always continues. Yeah. That's the part that I'm saying. Like, folks who don't have it all together up here, they're not gonna look at this shit like it's a learning experience. It's like, damn, my man's just got killed. I just got shot. I could have lost my life. Maybe I need to turn a new leaf and I need to start doing something opposite of what this is, because what this is going to lead me in the grave just with the rest of them. This is not helping. I gotta do something else. They ain't thinking like that. Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Hold up. Let me see something here. These brothers need help, man. They need help. The way that we think, man, it's like, all right, you poison the community, You bully people, you harass people, you threaten people, you extort people, you sow seeds of discord. You are a contributing factor to the fear in the neighborhood. You create violence. You create these unnecessary storylines of hatred that gets spread like a virus. You are literally digging your own grave, and yet you don't understand that at some point you gotta start looking at you, my nigga. You gotta start looking at you. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but you. You put yourself in all of them places. You did the transaction over here. You met up with them there. You gave them that 8 ball. You bought that. You did all that. But see, that's not how these people be thinking, man. Some folks grow out of it. They be like, damn, man, I'm getting tired of living like this. This ain't it, my nigga. I need to do something else. I got family, got people who love me, man. This ain't it. I know God is real. I know he ain't happy with me. I know I need to do like, but see, Satan, man, Satan, he don't operate the same way. He don't want you coming back to the light. He don't want you finding clarity and peace. He wants you with him. He wants you with him. So I highly doubt that this is going to be over with. I wouldn't be surprised if the two that's left and the family, they don't try to find ways to get back. They might not even use people associated with them directly. They might go out of their way to have others outside of the immediate family to try to finish what happened there. We all know how this shit works. We all know this it's the same shit every year. It's been like this shit since I've been a kid. Niggas be mourning over their family. They want get back because of what happened. Even though you know that your family is fucked up. You know they was out here doing fucked up shit, but you still want to go and seek revenge for them when they put themselves in that position. So y'all go back off them, and then somebody's gonna come back and wanna. But that's the culture y'all support. That's the culture that people want to get behind. Like you look at this and think like this should make sense. It don't make sense at all, my nigga. If my family is out here doing things that's going to have that type of reaction, I can't sit up here and be like, well, I'm gonna defend you because you wrong. Nah. If this happens because of something that you were doing, hey man, you shouldn't have been doing it. I'm gonna seek justice for you. I'm not about to sit here and do what they did. I'm gonna make sure that justice is served properly. I'm not about to go out like I don't like this shit is weird, man. It is. This woman bailed out. I don't know if the community raised the money for her or how that happened, but she's just out. She can't have contact with people, but she's gonna have to look over her shoulder for the rest of her life at this point. I hope God keep her covered, but she's definitely gonna have to look over her shoulder, her loved ones especially too, because there's some folks out there that just they got that type of ignorance and hatred in their heart. They'll never look at this like I need to just take this L and learn from it. Yeah. Somebody got to stop. It has to stop somewhere. It was a Bama that used to bully people and do all type of foul shit. He used to rob niggas and everything when I was in high school. He used to live around the corner from me. He was one of them dudes that used to be out here wild and doing real shady and fucked up shit to people. And this was back when that blizzard was real bad. We hardly ever get snow like that. It snowed. It was like bad, real bad. And shit, he was out there. I don't know what the fuck he was doing outside at 1 o'clock in the morning, but he was out there in some shit he shouldn't have been in. And they killed that man in the snow. They didn't find him until later because the snow had already covered him up. They shot bro in the head. He tried to make it to his house. It didn't work out that way. But I'm even at that age, I'm like, shit, my nigga, I hate that for you. I don't know where he is right now. I don't know if he's in hell or not. I ain't the judge. God know where he is. I be thinking about shit like that. Is he in torment or what? But it's like, yeah, you was out here wild and bro. You was doing fucked up shit to people. You can't really be surprised that this would be the outcome. And if that was like my cousin or something, and I would have been like, shit. I'm like, man, bro, why did you have to choose that lifestyle though? You could have been anything else. You could have did anything else. Why this? I would have been hurt. I would have been mourning, but it would have been like, shit. Bro, you put yourself in that. Oh, I got stories. This shit is going all the way back to like the fucking 9th, 10th grade or some shit. Oh, like 2090. Yeah, it go back. That man been gone for a while. But my point is, it's a cycle. It's just nobody seems to learn from that shit. And we just keep seeing it happen over and over and over and over again. The same stuff. You would think by now people would just be like, damn, maybe drug dealing isn't the way to go. Maybe fighting over territory that don't belong to me isn't the way to go. Maybe walking away is not such a bad deal. Maybe robbing people is not such a good idea. Nope. Keep doing it. Y'all jump this sister, this sister's brother. She did what she had to do to protect him, and she shouldn't have never gone to jail in the first place. But y'all should have never even been there. See, if you would have chosen a different outcome for your life, these sequences would have never taken place. Just like my man that got killed in the snow. If y'all would have done something different, you would still be here. And unfortunately, this right here is not going to change nothing. Them posts that y'all see on Threads and on TikTok and them posts ain't going to do nothing. It ain't going to change nothing. People are still going to live how they want to live out here. Because they don't feel like they got hope or nothing's going to change. There's no point. So I do appreciate that though. That's real. That's real. I've seen a few. I need to highlight those posts a little bit more. I'm gonna start saving those clips, and I'm just gonna start dropping them. Whether it's shorts or not, I'm just gonna start dropping them. Kids ask, "Why do you do this?" Kids ask, "Why is this?" Kids, I want them to have their voice heard as well, because we too grown to still be moving like children or like imbeciles. We're smarter than that. How do you not value your life when it's so short? It's crazy. All that mirth, all of that heaviness, all of that anger, all of that resentment, all of that negativity, all once you leave from this vessel right here, that is it. You ain't the king of the South when you dead, my nigga. You are not the trap king when you are dead. You are not a drug lord when you are dead. You are not Heisenberg when you pass away. You are not Magic Don Juan when you pass away. You are not the richest person in the, you ain't nobody once you leave this planet. You're gonna find out real quick that you have no control over nothing once you leave this body. You're gonna find out who really runs everything. And maybe that's why people are so reckless. Maybe that's why folks are doing everything in their power to live how they want to now, because they know that when it's all said and done, they're not going to have no control over nothing afterwards. You can't buy your way into heaven. You can't buy your way out of hell. You can't negotiate with Satan. You can't negotiate with God. You can't tell neither one of them, nope, I'm done being here. All right, I want to go back to life. I want to go back to living again. I want to serve this. And I want to, you ain't negotiating nothing with nobody. You think that your attitude and your anger and your fist, and you ain't gonna have your gang and your crew. Your gang and your crew don't mean nothing. You alone, you by yourself once you leave this body. You ain't taking nobody with you. Everything that you built here off the backs of other people, gone, auctioned off, melted down, and sold. Michael Jackson ain't here. Pac ain't here. Biggie ain't here. People still act like they around and they're not. You own nothing. Everything that you have has been given to you. And then once you leave from here, everything will either be added on or taken from you. And the things that are taken from you, you're going to wish that you still had them. And it ain't this. That's a whole nother story. Salute to everybody who pulled up today. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
To the people who think like they got it all figured out. This ain't it. God bless that woman. I don't know what type of life she's going to have after this. I don't know what type of life her brother's going to have after this or her family, but I hope and pray this situation changes the trajectory of where it was going prior to this. I don't know how it affected the other family. My condolences to them. I hope it changes the way that they value life. I hope there's no retaliation. There's no petty back and forth that just festers, and I hope they just stop it all together. I'm just being optimistic though. I'm grateful. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. And Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Shout outs. I done did all my lab work today, so I'm gonna kick back. And yeah, I see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. If you need to reach out, you know where I'm at. God bless. Love y'all.
If I'm a one-hit wonder, at least I got one, huh? At least I got something, really ain't me. The beat bumping, one song could change lives. Let's see something, one joke could save lives. We gon' keep coming, keep functioning, something out of nothing. Ball-wise, I'm top 300, get your favorite artist. I'll chop it up with mutton. If they haters, your ghost can beat bludgeon. If they for real, we getting money. Subtract BS minus Negroes, cutting everything authentic. Stupid shit I did it, punishing myself like my mom prison. No questions, no tea, not lifted.